Hi everyone, this is a video on how to set up your Scoop.it account. So I've given you the link www.scoop.it or .it, however you want to pronounce it, and go there and then set up your account. And once you do that, you may or may not see something like this. So I've had a Scoop.it account since they began, but what I do is I click on my name, and down at the bottom there are my curated topics. You may not see that when you first start. You'll probably see create a topic. So with your account, you should be able to create one topic. I happen to pay for my subscription, so I get 5 topics. So let me show you how to create a topic. So click on create a topic, and then you have to name it. I'm going to end up deleting this in just a bit, but I'm just going to name the topic, test. And then it's going to give me the URL, which you don't need to copy just yet. You'll see it in just a bit. This should be a public topic, so not a hidden. And then hit create topic. And then now what Scoop.it does is you give it keywords, and then it searches the internet and it brings it back. The search results brings it back to you in a nice handy page. And then you get to collect these or scoop them up. So let me just add, can't talk and type, a couple of keywords. Now, you will be looking for digital tools. So of course you want something like that. So I'm going to add that. And then you can see it's starting to pull things already. It may not be totally applicable. Let's see, digital history. Let's add that. I'm going to add ArcGIS maps. Maybe timeline creators. All right, you have to play around with these particular keywords. Now, what you want to do is enable all of them, because you can see when you make suggestions, it will block some of them out. So I want to enable all of them. And what that means is Scoop.it will start searching the internet for things. Now, off to your left, you can see you can give it constraints. So no post older than 2 months. You might want to make, let's see, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. And then you can tell it to look for articles, documents, pictures, videos, social networks, and then hit apply. Now it's going to do a search all over again because I just changed the parameters. Okay, now what you can do, it's made 100 suggestions for me. So you have a couple things. You can trash it, you can bookmark it for later, or you can publish it. And sometimes it doesn't do exactly what you want it to do. Now you can see here the title, supporting Black-owned businesses. In that article, there's a thing about digital tools. They can say, okay, well, I don't see enough here, but what you can do is click on this. It'll open the website for you, and you can read the entire thing. You can say, okay, well, this sort of fits, or it doesn't, but you're able to see it. And I don't think that's applicable, so I'm just going to trash it. And then I can already tell by looking at that this isn't something I'm going to want. Now this could be interesting. So what you want to do is click on it, look through it, and say, okay, this is something that I would like to keep. So then you hit publish. And what comes up here is some information, like you can edit what it says here. You can put your own insights, like, oh, this will be a great tool I can use for later. You can tag it and so on. After you've done all that, if you need to, you don't have to do it for this class, then you hit publish. Okay, and then I can go to my page here, and here's the article that it's saved for me. So pretty handy. Now, the important thing for us, well, a couple of important things, but the first is that here's your Scoop.it website, your Scoop.it URL. And so what I want you to do is to copy that and then put it into the Google Doc. Let's see, so I'm not in the Google Doc area. Oops, I want to save that. Okay, and so I've mentioned put your Scoop.it URL. Whoop, that is not, I didn't save that. Let me save it. So Control copy there. Now that should work. Yes. Okay, and there's your Scoop.it URL. Now, when you go through here, you can hit your suggestions and it will show all of these. If you get to the very bottom and there's not very much, you can just clear and it will bring up more if there's some available. You can go to topic settings. You can change a few things here. And you can always go back and add more keywords, especially if it's not working. So you have to think about this like you're doing a Google search. If something's not coming up, you have to change your keywords. The other thing that I want to talk about here is this integration. You can see these little brackets here. That's an embed code. And this is what I'd like you to do to embed into your website. So this is called a widget. And what'll happen is when people go to your website, they will be able to see your Scoop.it directly on there and they can access your Scoop.it directly from there. So choose your width. I'm just going to let it say 300 because we can change that within our website too. You can see what it looks like and then you say finish and grab the code. So this is what the code looks like for your Scoop.it page. Now I'm going to copy this. I've copied it. Now I'm going to go to my website. So this is the one that I worked on in the video I showed you on setting up. I want to click on add and then go down to embed. And then what I want to do, you can see you can embed a whole bunch of different things, but I want custom embed and I want to embed a widget. So let me just click on this. Okay, so now you can see this box shows up. You hit enter code and paste what Scoop.it gave us and hit update and close this. Now you can see that the box that Wix has given us isn't quite big enough to show the whole topic. So you can just drag it, click on the edges, open it up just like that. And then now your Scoop.it page is embedded into your website. And this again is drag and drop. You can drag it wherever. So put it where it's convenient to see. And then if you go to preview, you can see what it looks like. So someone could come in and say, hey, here's your Scoop.it. Click on that and it will open and go directly to your Scoop.it page. So it's pretty handy. Anyway, that is the basics of setting up your Scoop.it page. There's a couple other things that you can do here, but that's just the basics. So I want you to set that up. I want you to enter the keywords, and I want you to start looking at some of the articles that are coming up. And if they're not related to digital tools in some way or digital history, then just change your keywords.